Welcome back, everybody. This is the Joyful Findings Show. Welcome to April 1st, 2020. Can you believe we are in the first day of April? And we've been pretty much home recently. March was kind of a strange month. It went by really fast, but really strangely at the same time as things take place. Or have taken place. So I'm happy that you guys can join me today because I know a lot of us are homeschooling started here for us today. So that was an adventure, but we're doing just fine with that. So I hope if you guys are doing that out there, that's working well for you guys too. It's all an adventure right now. It's all in what we're creating, okay? So in our minds, while we're at home, are we creating that perfect oasis in our home? Are we creating art in our home? Are we reading in our home? I'm getting lots of things like you're supposed to be creating, right? And I've been talking about this for a while. Even while everything is disrupted around us, it's okay. Just let it all fall apart so that we can build back up. I talked about this a little bit last week. So now it's like we are starting to build new. We are building new from inside our home. What do we want to create our future to look like? You are the master creators. Each one of you are the master creator of your life. And this is fantastic because more of you are going to be stepping up and doing what you enjoy, right? Part of everything that's going on is spiritual, it's political. There's so much going on right now. I don't even know where to start with it all. And I'm not going to start anywhere with it because it's not important. It's about what we're creating right now. The most important thing right now is what we are creating. So each one of you in your little bubbles are in your little creation bubbles, right? And now when we each one of us create in these little bubbles, the collective starts to create. And look, I'm getting goosebumps as I tell you this. So this is very powerful, people. I want you guys to feel the energy as I'm talking to you today to help you create and get out of old patterns that you may still be in that are no longer serving you. So in these little bubbles that you guys are creating in, right? You're all creating in your own little bubble, right? We're all in our own little bubble and we're starting to create in that. And by creating in that, and then someone beside me is creating their happiness and their joy, and they're creating their happiness and their joy. Let's make that correct, that we're creating joy and not chaos in our own lives. So we're creating that joy in that bubble of ourselves. And then each one of us is creating that. And then we as a collective create the new earth, right? Because we're doing it collectively. We all know this. We forget this, but it's important to get out of fear because there is a lot of fear going out there. Just stay home, wash your hands, take care of yourself, build your immune system, whatever it is you need to do to take care of yourself right now, because this is also a time for us to be taking care of ourselves, right? Why not? We're home. We have the time now. We have time to take care of the things that we didn't have time for before because we were go, 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 go. Our society was so go, 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 go all the time. And now we have a slowdown, right? Ooh, okay. So in the slowdown, we take time to meditate. We take time to go within, find out who our higher selves really are, and find out how to incorporate that more into this human vessel. As the earth breaks up into pieces, right? But it's not really blowing up. We're not having an apocalypse. This is not the end of society. This is not the end of the world. This is the beginning of the new world, everything that we're creating. So you guys are very powerful beings, and I'm here to remind you of that so that you start creating in that bubble. You start creating with your magic. You start creating with your energy. You start creating everything that you want in your life and desire in your life. And you're not coming from an ego-based place. I don't feel like you're doing that at all. I feel like you are absolutely coming from a love base, right? Because love wins. Love, love, love. And it's so funny because they keep giving me more and more goosebumps. And I even feel like I have them on my face if you guys can see them today. So it's like the goosebumps, the energy is so, so important. And I want to say thank you for my loves, all of you, every single one of you that are tapping in today. I see you guys out there. I see some of you. I don't see all of you, but I do see some of you. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll be running through that in a few minutes. Because I also want to announce, this is my 1-year anniversary show. I've been with Goldylocks Productions and Tiffany for a year now. I started April 3rd of last year. So this show is going to be a giveaway. I'm giving away a 15-minute reading at the end of this show. So while you guys are out there, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm making the rules up as I go because that's just how I do it. So what I'm going to do is I want you guys to just, while I'm talking, I'll tell you guys when to start posting words. Right now, I just want you guys to think about it, okay? So whoever throws out the word out there, I want you guys just to post random words, okay? But whatever brings up joy, whatever brings up, I want you to go deep within to find these words. And it may even be a word you've never even heard of before that pops into your head. Okay, so this is going to be a fun game. And then someone, by the end of my show, you guys, someone's going to win a 15-minute reading. And I will make it to the end of my show today. I am plugged in. We will not run out of energy, because I want to talk about that too. Because normally when I do my show and I'm not plugged in, I still have like at least half of a battery left. And last week, you guys, we drained my battery within that hour. Like, it was gone. You know, I should have like 4 hours on it, and it didn't. It's like we sucked it up. But the energy is strong right now. We are going through in waves. A lot of things are taking place. It's an amazing time to be alive. I know some people are a little freaked out by it, but other people are like, this is exciting. What's going to happen next? And I'm one of those people. I'm excited to see what happens next, because I don't let fear control my life anymore. So I see things as the way I want to create them, right? Fear is that like heavy stuff that hangs out on your back and stuff, and, you know, weighs you down. And you don't need that in your life. It's time for you to kick that stuff to the curb. So I am so excited you guys are here today. Let's see who we have over here. I see we have, I'm going to go from the bottom up since that'll be easier at this point. We have, Maureen said, happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. And Amy is here. Hi, Amy. How are you today? Conscious Veteran is here. Hi, Stephanie. I'm glad you could join us today. Kavita is here. Hi, Kavita. Let's see who else is here. Oh, my beautiful Annette Williamson is here. Hi, honey. How are you? And that's all the names that I can see right now. Actually, I can see a few more names over here in the little chat thing. Janine, hi. Let's see. Linnell's here. Marsha's here. Kathy's here. Amanda's here. Hi, honeys. How are you guys? How are you guys handling this out there? Are you guys staying calm, cool, and collective? Or are you being a little freaky deaky? Either way, it's okay, because we're all learning through this together. We're all going through this one step at a time, right? One moment at a time. This is actually teaching us to be in the moment, right? Because we were always like thinking ahead and what we needed to do. And now we have no idea what we can do, because, you know, most of us are, putting, stay at home again for, another 30 days. So that's like, wow, that's a long time, right? We're spending a lot of time in our dwellings and with our people, and with our families and whoever else we have around. So that's a good thing, because now you're going to learn who you like and who you don't like when you're stuck with them this long, right? But that's a good thing too, because then you realize who you need in your life when you move forward and who you don't, or you can rectify the things that are going on with you all right then and there. So I want you guys all to know that I'm also here to answer any questions that you guys might have. So drop your comments or your questions in the little box in the chat over there, and I will pick them up and I will answer questions for you. But it's more important right now, what is it that you desire to have in your life? What do you think? What are you creating? I want to hear some of the things that you guys are creating out there. Maybe this is what I'm looking for. What are you guys creating out there? Are you creating more love? Are you creating more joy? What are you creating? What is it? I want to know. What do you guys got going on out there? Because, the universe, this world that we live on right now, is in the world of flux, change. I posted this little thing the other day of a hand in the world sitting in the little hand, and it said under maintenance. So right now we are definitely under maintenance. Right? The earth, everything that we've ever known and is happening is like shifting and changing, right? Almost on a moment-to-moment basis. Every time I click onto something else, there's like, woo, where did that come from? How did that happen? Or it helps you connect the dots, right? All these things that you've kind of had laid in the back of your mind, and now you're like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Okay, I see my first question. Question for you, Melissa. Odd, but was the first room you had planned to clean, was it your bathroom? Actually, you know what? I did actually bleach everything in my bathroom. I cleaned everything in The only thing I haven't done is clean out the linen closet yet, but I've been in every little corner of everything and all the drawers and all that. I mean, I've had stuff from like, I don't even want to tell you guys how old some of that stuff was that was under my sink. I was like, I don't even remember owning that. So yes. And the shower curtain thing. And you know what's so funny is like, I had someone else mention a shower curtain to me this week too, I think in a text message. So I think we all need to get clean. So you guys need to be spending more time in the shower getting clean, I guess, or spending time cleaning your house so everything feels clean, right? Which is way cool. And Annette, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She's telling me I look fabulous. If anyone doesn't know, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know what? I can't even believe that a year has gone by that I started this show. I started it out as just, call-in radio. And that was way cool too. And it's like, I really enjoy, even though I have to stare at myself while I'm talking to you all, I actually don't mind it now. This, I used to think this would drive me crazy or whatever, but it really doesn't. Sometimes I wish there was still voices, but that's okay because I get the voices in my head and they come through and they talk to all of you. So that's awesome. And more of you guys are really starting to tap into your intuitive abilities, right? Either you're feeling it, you're seeing it. I feel like there's a lot of sight going on. Remember, I talked about that last week. And as soon as I said that, my little third eye tightened up. So you guys are opening up that third eye. You guys are really starting to step into your abilities and really starting to understand more. It might be hard for some of you to stand in your truth and talk your truth a little bit, but that's okay. I feel like that's coming forward now, and I feel like it's coming forward for all of us now as they want me to cough that out again. So remember, you guys, stand in your truth and speak your truth. That's very important right now. Because if we have nothing to hide, we have nothing to fear, right? Because that's how it just goes, So, woo! Brittany says, thank you. Congratulations on your year anniversary. Thank you, Brittany. Hopefully you'll make it to Florida soon. I know your trip got interrupted this time, I think. I don't think you made it down a couple weeks ago, but I'm glad you're tapping in today. So, and she just started her own little channel too. So I'll check that out. So we're all starting to get online more, right? Because this is our life now, right? This is how we have to communicate. A lot of people are using Zoom. Even William's Classroom used Zoom just a little while ago to meet up and talk and do whatever the class stuff they had to do. So we're all doing it this way, right? We are still connected, but we're not in the same room. So this is way cool. This is kind of like us being our spiritual people. We're still connected, but we're not in the same room. So I'm going to use technology with our spirituality today. So here we are, because this is what they keep showing me, right? With everything that's going on right now, you guys are exactly where you need to be. Especially if you feel safe and you feel calm and you feel collected, because again, they're showing me again, like you guys are all these pins, right? Wherever you are all over the map. Bing, 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 all these little pins. And this light keeps bouncing back and forth, right? Because you guys are all raising your vibration. So your pin is actually raising a vibration too, is what they're showing me, right? So if you see I don't even know how to describe this in my, anyways, the vibration is growing, and in that vibration, it's growing between all the pings that it's doing. It almost looks like a pinball machine bouncing back and forth. Okay, so this is good because we're raising that vibration together, right? And as we raise that vibration, that lets all that lower energy stuff stay down here. We can all rise above that, all that's going on right now, and that's what we're doing in these individual bubbles I talked about in the first place. So now it's like raising up that vibration and letting the lower stuff stay at the bottom, right? Just like if you were going to clean out a drain, everything goes to the bottom, right? And it clogs the drain. So let it all go there. That's okay for right now. We'll clean the drain in a little while. But right now we have to filter it all to find out what the garbage is, right? So I feel like that's kind of like what we're going through right now. So there's a lot of different things taking place, and I know they're going to say that a lot because it really just is. I mean, Melissa's brain is like a pinball machine sometimes during the day because we send her all this information and she has to put it all together and make sense of it in her human brain, just like all of you guys are right now, right? Because we are like taking the information, we're taking what totally resonates with us, and we're throwing the rest out. We're going, nope, that's not our truth. I can't believe that. I can't believe they try to, put that down my throat or whatever. But now it's like we're discerning everything that we read, everything that we listen to, every video that we watch. We're like, all right, I can take that as truth, and then I'll let the rest go, because that's what they do. You know what I mean? They only want to give you little bits and pieces. And it's like, it's almost like reading between the lines so you can actually figure out what's really going on. And that's kind of like what we're doing right now. Doesn't it feel like that? I mean, it's just all over the place, but it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Because we need to keep the energy high. We have to keep the vibration high. And also when you keep your vibration high, it also builds up your immune system, right? So the more you can keep your vibration high, the better your immune system is. And right now, this time of year, it's a great thing to keep your immune system high. So woo, no matter what's going on out there. So keep your vibration high. If things are bringing you down, things that you're thinking about, it's time to let them go. What are those things that you're thinking about that are lowering your vibration? Is it fear? What kind of thought is it? Is it something from the past that keeps popping up? What is it? They want you to let go of that. And it's funny because I called into Laura's show yesterday. I say call in, and I was on the computer. I didn't really call in. So I was on the computer, and Laura's message to me was about forgiveness. And I had to think about that for a little bit, right? So sometimes even when we get messages, it doesn't make sense right away. And I'm like, all right, I'll think about that for a little bit, because I know I've done a lot of my heavy forgiveness, right? I know I've done a lot in this world. But then I recognized, you're right. There was this little bit. She was right. I have to admit, Laura was right. And I don't have no problem admitting when people are right. I had this little bit left, and I can almost feel it like it's like this little piece of energy on the top of my head that I still had a little bit of forgiveness that I had to let go of. And I believe I released that last night. I feel like that's why I need to talk to you about this too, because when we let go of things that we still have anger attached to, or bad feelings about, or fear about, again, that lowers our vibration. So if we can let those things go, it helps us raise that vibration to that energy where we want to be, where we feel good all the time. And we don't let these things get us down, like life, right? Because life can be, hard on us. And we chose these lives, right? We all chose to be alive right now. And we're like, all right, we're going down to earth, and we're going to do this, that, and the other thing. And now we're doing it. And sometimes it's just being the light, sharing the love. Okay. Again, as I say that, the heart vibration, they want me to push it out. So it's like, allow the heart vibration to just open for you, and allow it to spread out to everything and everyone, because the love vibration is going to help us so much more than any of the other vibrations that may be going on out there. So it's about raising the vibration. So what kind of things are you guys doing to raise the vibration? And Kavita says, I'm working on a painting of a Degas dancer. That's awesome. Paint on. Whoop, whoop. Paint. Again, I painted last week. I'm trying to do different things with the kids too. So it's going to get me out of my comfort zone and getting into being a little more crafty too. As you can see, that little red one up there is what Christopher did 2 weeks ago. So, we'd like to display our art around, and I felt like it was important to be there. It was like this red, and red's one of my favorite colors, being an Aries and all, So it's an exciting week, and it's, oh yeah. So I'll share this with you. My birthday was on Monday, and my 1-year anniversary today on this show makes me 50. I'm 49 plus 1. No, just kidding. I'm just 49. I just like to make fun, because we have to bring up laughter. So I hope I'm making you guys laugh just a little bit, because that also helps raise the vibration. So watch funny things, do things that are funny. They really want you to have some fun and joy going on. So what kind of things do you have going on out there? What kind of things are you guys creating or not creating? It could even be chaos. If it's chaos, let's fix that, okay? Because there's no more chaos allowed. We only want love and joy, right? Love and joy. And this happens every time. Linnell's going to be burping with me over there. Every time halfway through this show, or at least in the first 20 minutes, I start burping. So there's a lot of energy, you guys, we are changing here. And I also want you guys to know, when I talk about timelines, right? I've talked about this before. How do you guys feel like the timelines are converging very quickly right now? Do you feel like they're just like, woo, and we're going on to that one good timeline, the one positive timeline that's good for everyone? How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like we're doing that? I don't know for sure, but that's kind of what it feels like. I just want to throw that out there to see how you you guys about that so we can get some conversation rolling here. There's a lot of energy. As you can see, I can't stop talking and I can't stop moving. They're moving my hands, so there's a lot of stuff going on. They keep having me rock back and forth. So there's a lot of things going on. And maybe all this shaking has to do with all the earthquakes that are going on. Any of you guys tapping in today affected by those earthquakes that happened last night? I had a friend text me right after it happened. She goes, it's not even windy in my house yet. Was there an earthquake? And then like 10 minutes later in the news feed, I was like, I just got an alert. Yeah. And I don't even live out there. I'm getting alert for earthquake out there. But it's something that was being brought into my attention, flowed into my attention. See? So this is one of the things I want to talk to you too, because things keep flowing into your attention, but are you paying attention to them? Are you listening to the things that are flowing into your attention? Because we're going with the flow right now, right? That's all we can do. We can sit home, go with the flow, and everything's going to be all right on the other end, because you know why? We believe it. The more you believe it, the faster it will get here. So more people need to start believing in a better outcome here. Woo-hoo. I'm excited to see where it goes and what we can do. Aren't you? Aren't you? Aren't you? Yes. So let's see. What else is shaking in your guys' world? See, they won't let me stop moving. It's just going to just keep moving. So what else do they want me to share with you? Because there's a lot of information out there, and you really they want me to say that again. You really need to go within your heart center and find out what that really feels like for you. Is it your truth? Are you truly standing in your truth? You're not getting any more crap from anybody else, because I've had a lot of clients lately and they're like, I had to drop my friend because they were so negative. I just can't take it anymore. I was like, either be nice or I just can't talk to you anymore because it's so draining. I always say it's like drinking the end of the Coke, and you're, getting the last little drips. And that's what people are doing to some people, right? But it's about people trying to stand in their own power now. It's about finding your own joy. No one can make it for you. You are responsible for you. Yeah, there's outside sources that can help, but it's about you and what you desire. Again, always putting this back on you. What are you creating for yourself? No one else can create this for you. And I go back to this so I'm going to talk a little bit about me right now because they just brought this whole scenario up in my head that I'm going to share. So back about 2008, when I lost my house in the recession back then, right? And I had to find this place to live. Where am I going with this? Well, anyways, I had to believe that there would be a better outcome, right? I had to believe. That's where they want me to go with. So they wanted me to believe that I would go into something that I could afford. So one night when I was looking for this place to live, and this is the longest place I've ever lived in my entire life, which is crazy too, because I used to be a little gypsy and move around a lot. But anyways, when I was losing my house and I needed a place to live, I said, okay. So I went to bed that night and I said, God, I need a safe place that I can raise my child, that I can afford, and it needs to be safe. It just needs to be safe and affordable. Those were my two main priorities, right? Because I was looking at things that were not as big as my lanai, okay, for this almost the same money. And the next morning, God put it right in front of me. Flowed that information right in front of me. I called it right away. I had an appointment to come be here, and I put my check down, and there I was. And I believed that God was going to help me. I just believed that I was going to find the right place for me. I didn't believe that I was going to be in this little shoebox, because that's what some of them were, even smaller than a shoebox. So it's about the belief, okay? So what are you believing in right now? I believe that God was going to help me find that place, and he did. And again, the longest place I've ever lived. I mean, come on now, that's a long time. 12 years. That's a long time. And you want to know what's even funner? Because you guys love that I always talk about numbers sometimes too. I moved in here on 2/22. So, the numbers always speak, right? They're always speaking. So it's like that flows in front of me now too. And I always have to decipher it out. What does that mean? I'm always like reading into everything. I read into everything for another meaning, to give another, insight. You know what I mean? Oh my God. So what are you believing in? What are you believing in? That is important right now. And then when you're believing, right, that's going to take care of what you're thinking about, right? You can't think about bad things if you're believing good things are going to start happening, right? And then the good things start happening. I just talked to a client yesterday who started to really believe, and she's like, oh my God, all these things are coming into my life. Love, the small business loans is going to help her do her thing, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and this is happening. And she's like, I feel great right now. So because she believed in all of that, right? So believe, people. What are you believing? That's important right now. What are you believing? All right. Brittany says, yes, trip postponed. I kind of figured it would be postponed. But then, yes, Spirit gave me the name of my page through a definite being triggered for showing up. Good, good, good. Baby steps, but moving forward. Thanks for being an inspiration. You're welcome. And thank you for getting out there and sharing your love and light. That's most important, because it's important we all share our love and light. And there's more than enough room for all of us out there to share it all. So share, 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 share. Carla, hi there. Oh, I haven't talked to you in a little bit. Believe everything is manifesting and going to be better and brighter. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Linnell, I'm wondering today if I should be in Mount Shasta for 1 or 2 nights. Let me tap in and find out. Are you close to there already? Let's see. Linnell. It's your choice. It's good either way, I get, you know what I mean? So, because they're just like, it's your choice. But I don't feel like it's going to be like, I don't know. I feel like there is something there for you, but there's also something not there for you, if this makes sense. If they're kind of showing me like this, it's like, yes, no, yes, no. I feel like I'm on a teeter-totter, which is kind of funny. I would wait a little bit. I'm getting to wait a little bit. I don't know if you were going to do that right away, but I'm getting to wait a little bit. But it'll be a lot of fun for you. It's going to be like a mind opening. And they already said that you can already visit Mount Shasta just in your mind. That's what they want me to share. We can bilocate anywhere we want to, people, in our minds. Okay. So say I want to be sitting next to Tiffany right now. Okay, I'm going to actually energetically put myself next to Tiffany right now. And Tiffany, I want you to tell me if you can feel me, okay? Because I'm standing next to you. I feel like I'm either standing or sitting next to you right now. Energetically and telepathically, I can feel like you're this close to me. So just see if Tiffany can feel that. I'm doing quizzes today. You never know. Oh, nice. Yes, you pulled my hair. I'm not trying to be a meanie, but I want you to know that I'm there. Okay, so energetically, I want you guys to know that we can all energetically go to Mount Shasta if we want to. Nice tug. That's funny. So we all energetically can get that energy from Mount Shasta just by energetically putting ourselves there. We can put ourselves on top of it. We can put ourselves at the bottom of it. We can put ourselves in the middle of it. We can put ourselves anywhere. This is part of what using our abilities is going to start doing. And this really, me talking about this has got some people a little, I'm going to say choked up in the heart chakra. So let's pull that stuff out. You guys do this all of you do this in front of your heart chakra. Just start pulling out whatever might be hanging out there. We'll give it a nice tug and pull those things out, because it's time to get whatever that is out of the way. It's really just hindering you. It's not helping you anymore. And I don't know who this belongs to, but it's someone that is listening. So just pull out as much as you can. If you have to sit there and pull for the rest of the show, pull. Because it's very important that you feel it free up. I feel like I want to cut it now. So whoever that is pretty much gone now. So you guys are doing great. You guys are doing great at clearing all this old stuff that you guys are still holding on to that's not even necessary. But as far as being able to bilocate and be somebody, be somewhere or whatever, is absolutely possible. Okay, because remember, we're energy. Right? Energy flows everywhere. You can't stop energy. We just feel like it does because we felt like we always had to go out to our car, start the car, going whatever, whatever, drive down the street to get there. Things are going to get simplified for us sooner or later, right? Sooner or later. But we can start doing it now in our mind. So I can believe, all right, I'm going to do this with Brittany because I know she's far away too. I know she's in Michigan. So energetically, I'm putting myself next to Brittany. So Brittany, if you can feel that, I want you to tap in and let me know when I show up, or you can feel my energy because she knows me. She's met me in person, so she'll know if I'm there. Carla said, I was doing it and could feel the energy coming up from the earth through my feet. That's perfect because Mother Earth, you brought me into a beautiful segue. Mother Earth. Oh my God, I want to share my little cup. See, Mother Earth. Love the earth. See, that's what my cup says. Love the earth. Okay, so loving the earth. Mother Earth is changing in vibrations too, right? Mother Earth is growing. Mother Earth is stretching out of her. We're all growing, right? Let's imagine that we were all like little all right, imagine we're toddlers, right? We're all toddlers and we have to grow up and be, we're growing up into being teenagers now, right? Even though Mother Earth is older than a teenager, but this is the best way for me to give you this analogy. So Mother Earth is growing up into being a teenager now. So those old habits that we used to have when we were younger or whatever, that was funny how that glitched out like that. But it's like there's this, we're letting go of that old stuff, right? And Mother Earth is doing it too. So right now she's having a perfect time to heal as we all stay inside. So we're all doing a lot of healing spiritually, emotionally, physically, as we move away from the lower energies. And Mother Earth is growing too. I had this analogy shared with me the other day, and I've used it before. It's kind of like Mother Earth is going to be this merry-go-round. Remember when we used to play on the playground and we'd get on the merry-go-round and then it would just shoot you off when you couldn't hold on anymore? It's kind of what's happening now, and that's kind of what's going on now with maybe so many people leaving the earth right now because they're supposed to be helping us from the other side, not so much from earth being earthbound. They need to be their angel self so they can do more help, but from the other side. So there's going to be a little of that going on right now, as you can probably see in the news and stuff that's going on, but it's okay because we all contracted for everything that we're going through right now. So we all know it's coming. We just don't know when, and we're human, so we still have emotions. But as Mother Earth ascends, right, as she ascends, we're ascending with her. We are going, and if the pressure gets too much, then it's time to go, right? Because not everyone can handle it. Not everyone said, I signed up for the rest of this tour or the rest of this show or whatever they're calling it in this lifetime. So, but now with all this vibration being lifted up again, right? Because frequencies are starting to lift up, the vibration, your vibration, the earth vibration, right? What's the resonance today? I'm sure it's something going on out there. Tiffany will let us know. There's this vibration that's raising, right? Because we want to get out of the lower dimensions, right? You guys remember that thing I drew a couple weeks ago with the dimensions in it, or at least what I think I see at them as. But it's like now we are starting to fluctuate higher into the love vibration, and love vibration is 5D. Okay, when you can stand in love vibration all the time about everything, you are now more in 5D. Yes, we still visit 3D because we're still human and we still have people here, but our vibration is staying more in 5D, even though we're hanging out with people that are in 3D. So I hope this is making sense for you. Well, if you add she just said the Schumann resonance today is a 23, and if I add those together, it's a 5, and that makes change. Yay. See what I do there? So there's all this change coming to me. You came in and left me in my office. Like watching yourself from behind. That's funny. Okay, well, I'm glad I came in. I'm glad you were able to. Yay. See, now energetically, even though I wasn't paying attention to me going to Brittany's house, I told my energy to go there. I wanted my energy to go into her office, and I did. Because she felt me walk in, right? So we can feel this all. So now, everyone that's watching right now, even though I don't know who's watching on YouTube and I don't know who's watching on Facebook, my energy is going out, and I'm going to sit down next to each and every one of you. This is going to be a fun show. Okay, so I'm going to sit down next to each and every one of you, and I'm just going to keep talking while I'm doing that. And I just felt like my body went. So let me know when you guys can feel me in your room or you feel my presence besides just through this screen. Exciting stuff as we start to learn and expand through our energies again. And this is important as we move forward, right? Because we are magical beings. We are energetic beings. We can create things out of nothing if we want to. I have some people that are just materializing stuff right out of their, almost immediately. So this is a thing. This does happen. So it's crazy, but it's not crazy at the same time. And I'm sure there's people out there rolling their eyes at me or whatever, but it's just the way it goes. Okay, so here we go. I appreciate each and every one of you, no matter what. And that's one of the things that we have to do too, is start spreading out more love. It's very important and very, 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 very important for you guys to spread love right now. And I want you guys to spread it on thick. Not so much that it's fake, because I don't want fake love out there. I want the true organic love to be shared from your soul essence outside of your body through the wavelengths of this earth and to the people. Could you guys feel that? That was pretty amazing. Whew, I feel a lot lighter, and I almost feel like I'm sitting up straighter. So you guys don't have a lot to say this week, but you guys are doing fantastic. I can feel you guys. I'm popping in there. Bing, 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 bing. I feel like I'm popping up all over the United States now for whoever's popping in or wherever I'm going. Energy is an amazing thing, and that doesn't take anything from me. So even last week when I had a client and I was like, just call out to my higher self and say, Melissa, I have a question. You know what my energy feels like. Just trust the information that's coming through you if you want some validation. I don't mind that at all, because my higher self is like, hey, we're here to help everybody. I'm here to be of service, right? We're here to be of service. And part of my service is the show, so I can help you guys and we can all raise the vibration together and be so happy and joyful as we move forward, even as the old structures fall apart. But it's okay. It's okay that this stuff falls apart, because we're creating new. We're creating happy. We're going to create jobs that, we want to go to. And that's exciting too. So any of you guys feeling me out there? Carla said yes. Yay, Carla. Awesome sauce. Love it. All right, so let's see. So my 1 year anniversary, I still can't even believe it's 1 year. I can't even believe it's 1 year. It felt like it was just yesterday that I started doing all this. You know what I mean? So it's amazing how time just flies. Okay, so now, all right. So I don't know if you guys have been watching from the beginning, but today I am giving away a 15-minute reading to one of my lucky listeners that are listening live today. So the best way for me to do this, I know I made up some rules in the beginning. Carla says, please enter me. I'm going to think of more ways, because at first I was like, hey, maybe they should just throw some words out there. But you know what? Since I have 3 things going on live out there, if you guys are watching on YouTube and Facebook, I want you guys to just put your name and the number 1 next to it. And then Tiffany will send them all to me into this little chat that I can see over here. And that goes for you guys over here too, Kavita and all the people that are watching me live. It has to have a 1 in it. This way I know you guys are paying attention to my 1 year show. And 1s are fun, right? Because Carla's in her little bubble. So I see that already. And then I'll probably announce that at probably about 1:50. So you guys have about, 13 minutes to put your name and the number 1. And then I'm just going to write them down on a piece of paper, or I'll just make Christopher come out and pick one. Maybe I'll make Christopher pick it. Haha, you never know. You never know. I'm surprised he hasn't made it out yet. Well, he joined in on his brother's Zoom class today, so I guess he's already taken care of. All right, I see names popping up. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. You lost my sound when you were doing your thing about a few minutes ago. Had to redo the volume. Well, at least you got me back. Oh, let's talk about let's talk about technology for a minute. Again, that's why I'm plugged in this week, so I don't get, my last 3 minutes don't go, bleh. She's like, the battery died. Yeah, but it's now in my high energy did it. Yeah, blame it on me. It's all our energies. I know, because I said I was tapping out there into everybody. So, it's like, wow, they just took me out for a minute. Zone land. Ha, ha, ha. Anyways, all right, we got some names going on here. I love this. You guys are rocking the names out there. All right, awesome. You guys keep going with that, and I love that. I'll probably make Christopher pick it because he's my little baby. Let's see what's going on now. What else do we got to talk about today? Let's see. So we're going to share more love. We are going to share the love, right? And what are some of the ways that you guys share the love, right? How are you sharing love? Are you checking in on your loved ones? Are you just spreading it out there to everybody? I keep throwing out love bombs. Trying to send all these things out there because they're important right now. You guys are rocking. So yeah, what are we going to do about spreading more love, spreading more joy, and as we create things? And I also want to tell you guys that if you guys are affected by everything that's going on right now, go ahead and get the assistance that you need, right? If you're unemployed now, get an unemployment. If you're a small business person, go out and get those loans. I hear that they're really good and you don't even have to pay them back. You know, and some of the small business loans are $10,000 in 3 days. Now, how helpful would that if some of you are having a small business that's hurting right now? So go out there and get the help that you need. I think that's going to be very helpful for all of you as we move forward. And have no fear about the money thing, because I feel like everything's going to pick right up right after we do this, even better than before. We just have this, like, we hit a wall. We had to reset, right? We're in that reset mode right now. And as we reset, we're starting to create better because we had time to be inside. We had time to sit back and go, do I want it like that next time? Or do I want to change something else about that? It's very important that we start to stand in that creation vibration so much more, because it's important what you're creating. It's very important about what you're creating, okay? It's very important. It's very, very important. And I want you guys to create joy and happiness. Nothing outside of that. Again, the burping. I don't know how I can burp off water. I didn't even drink water before we started the show. But the energy always has to change. The energy is constantly shifting right now, amazingly shifting. And as we go through these shifts, you're going to find that you are becoming lighter and lighter and lighter, because you're letting go of more of the old crap, right? You're letting go of the stuff that you've been holding on to maybe since childhood. You know, and that's where I went back into that forgiveness again, because I guess there was a few things that I still needed to forgive from my childhood that I thought I did. I took care of the major ones, the really big ones. But there was more for me to let go. So if there's still things that you need to forgive, forgive them. If there's still things that you need to love, learn to start loving them. Don't be out there hating on people. You need to be out there loving on people, okay? We need to be spreading the love around like it's nobody's business, okay? Far and wide, all across the globe, and even out further than that, okay? Even out further than that. So how you guys feeling out there? I just love this. I feel like I'm high as a kite right now. I feel like I could actually start levitating or something. I'm feeling so light right now. So I hope you guys are feeling that too. Maybe that's because I sent my energy out to all your houses. Be like, hey, let's go hang out with them. Let's go. You know, I'm like, woo, feeling a little loopy, but that's okay. It's all good. I still know how to ground myself. I'm still one of those people that still have to eat meat because I have to be grounded. And I have to tell you that last week, I'm going to talk about that a little bit, because I need meat to ground me. You know what I mean? I need protein, and just not nuts and all that's going to help me sometimes. But I do eat a lot of that too. But it's like last week I needed like hamburger. I was like, I need a hamburger like 3 times last week. You know what I mean? So it was like, I was like, Chris is like, what do you want? I'm like, I need a burger. I need a burger. You know what I mean? So it's like, I still need that to ground me, because it's like, whoo, I just get so up there, you know, and I know on those days, and the other days I can just eat whatever. It doesn't even have to have a protein that day. But on those days that I do, I need to be brought back down to earth a little bit. You know what I mean? So I just had to share that with y'all in case you guys need to be grounded. It doesn't always have to be protein either. Just eating something will help ground you too. Any kind of food. Sometimes coffee will help ground you too if you need to get grounded. Brittany says, I'm realizing how much energy I empathically hold in my body and how important it is for me to clear this. Yes, dear. And you're not even supposed to take it on. Okay, so you guys, my little empaths out there, which there's a bunch of you probably, you guys need to start using the bubble I've taught you. And if you guys don't know my bubble, I like to look like Glenda the Good Witch and the Wizard of Oz, floating around in my pink translucent bubble. I can see out, people can see in, but the negativity has to stay on the outside of the bubble. On the outside of the bubble. We can still see it, we can still recognize it, but we don't have to take it on. And if we have taken it on, say, I remove whatever this is. If this doesn't belong to me, remove it now. Whatever you might be feeling, it might be whatever. Just release it now. It does not belong to me. And then, oh, I feel better. That wasn't mine. Because sometimes I'll do that. I'll be like, oh my God. And I pick up a lot of things collectively too. And so I have to release that too. But a lot of times in the last week or so, it's been up in my left shoulder, into my neck. And you know, this is a collective thing because we're all feeling that struggle. But I'm helping you guys with that. So release it if it's not yours. Remember to protect yourself while you're out there energetically so you don't pick up anybody's funky energy, you can still recognize it because you guys are starting to recognize it so much more. But you don't have to be absorbed by it. You don't have to be the sponge and suck it all up while you're out traveling around. That's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to help clear it. And by you staying a clear channel, you help to clear that, because, you know, the way that we get traveled around and stuff is like, you know, just like the car takes autopilot sometimes. I talk about that too, right? It's like the car wants to go this way. So yeah, it's listening to our higher selves. It's listening to our higher selves. So let's see. Anyone else's name pop up there? Nope. I got all your names so far. So awesome. We still have time. You guys still have another 5 minutes. Kathy says, oh my God, my neck is killing me too. Well, release the pain. Okay. That's the weight of the world kind of sitting on our shoulders. Just release it. Just take a nice deep breath and go, and just let it go. Let it go. That's one of the ways I do it. We can do anything we want. Are those angel bells in the background? That's my wind chime. And you would actually, I'll have to bring it in one day so you guys can see it, but it's a hand and it has like the Reiki symbol in it, and it just has a bell on the bottom. So when the wind is really whipping, it really does its thing. So the angels are showing up all the time anyways. The angels are here to help us. Have you guys been asking your angels for help? Because we can ask them. They're here to help us, and some of them are right here on earth already helping us, right? We didn't even recognize them as angels, so that's awesome too. I'm so excited that you guys are hanging out with me today. I'm sure you guys are hanging out online a lot, because when I got my update on my phone about how much time I actually spent on my phone last week, I was like, what did I do? What was I doing with all that time that I was spending online? You know what I mean? So we're spending a lot more time online, connecting with people in that way, and finding and researching and doing things that we need to do to further what we want to do in our lives, right? Because this is like that reset. We're in that reset right now. And they're like, all right, so what do you want to do after this? What do you want to create after this? It's very important that you start to learn what you want to start to create after this. This is that mindset we need to be in right now, that creation mode. What are we creating right now? What do you want to create right now? You want to create joy and happiness, right? Yes, that's what we all want to create. And it's time for that. It's time for you to create that. We've lived long enough in this lifetime and not had that. That had been ripped away from us thousands and millions of years ago, however long you want to go back into history. We're taking all that back, okay? We can look at this any way we want to. We are taking back all our abilities back. We are taking all our love back. We are sharing the love. We are not just going to be isolated. We're not going to be little sheepies. We're going to be our independent, loving selves and share the love with everybody and get back into a community that we love, right? Because we all love being with each other, right? That's hardest for a lot of these kids and even us as adults that get together for weekly classes or weekly meetings that we might have going on or whatever. You know what I mean? It was just like the kids, and when they got on their Zoom today, they were so happy and they're like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. What have you been doing? How are you doing? You know, they were just so excited that they don't, you know, because they can't get together anymore. So it's like, we have to find that interaction in this digital way now, but it's so easy, right? I just have to do the thing, and then Tiffany does the rest, and I just talk, you know, so it's way easy. Oh, hold on a second. It's so easy. All right, so Kathy just asked a message. Should I go to Nebraska in May? I'm going to say, Kathy, to wait on that a little bit, because they want everyone to stay put for another 30 days. And you just want to make sure that everything's cool after that. I feel like you're supposed to put that off until summertime anyways. I know you want to go see your grandbabies and stuff, but I feel like it might not go in May. Right now it's moment by moment, right? It's moment by moment. So I feel like it'll be more like summertime. I feel like we'll be back up and running more in summertime. So I feel like that'll be good for you. But we can talk about that later too, because I feel like there's stuff going on there that you want to talk about. But anyway, how are you guys doing? Oh, 1 minute until I decide who my 15-minute reading winner is. Okay, so if you guys are out there and listening, you still have 1 minute to write your name with the number 1 next to it. And then I'm just going to probably close my eyes because I've written them all on a piece of paper and I'm going to point at it. So Spirit's actually going to direct my hand. which will be fun, because you never know. It's kind of like when I tell people, you know, where do you want to live? And they're like, I don't know. I was like, well, get out a map, you know, feel out the energy. You know, that's what I do. Even, see, I'm going to have them all written down. So I'll feel the energy of where I've written them, and I'll be like, oh, I need to stop right there, because I don't know who's where, what. I just wrote them down randomly all over the page. So fun, 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 fun. Are you guys having fun? I hope you guys are having fun. There's so much taking place on so many different levels that our comprehension is starting to get stronger, and we're starting to tap into way more of our abilities, which makes me super excited. Okay, so now it is 1:50. I am going to feel over my page for the energy, and I'm going to stop over whose name gets the hottest. Ooh, who's that? You guys have some hot names. It's going to be hard to choose. Whoever N1 is, N1, you are the 15-minute winner of a reading with me. Whoever N1 is. What you'll have to do is on my website if you want, or just text me on my phone if you want to, 941-266-9250. Just text me your info and we can set that up. Awesome. So whoever N1 was. That's cute. And I wonder what that was all about. N. Oh, isn't that cute? Anyways, what number is the letter N in the alphabet? Does anyone know? Curious now. You know me. I get curious about all kinds of crazy stuff. I try to read into everything. That's one of the things that I've always done. Even when I was very quiet as a child, I was very observant. I always paid attention to everything. Very observant. When you're quiet, you get a chance to pay attention to everything, right? And so now we have, was it 941? Yes, 941-266-9250. Awesome. Yeah, so I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyways, I don't think it was that important. I think they're just fluffing now. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm so happy that you guys could tap in and join me today. I am so excited about where we're going, even though it doesn't, you know, it's hard for us to see what it looks like. N equals 14. So 141. I love that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Goldylocks. You rock. You rock. Okay, so awesomeness. So you guys, in the next week, I'm giving you guys homework that you guys should create more in your mind, in your head, which is 5, which is about change, right? That was our number from the residents today. So perfect. Woo, woo. Right? 5 + 1 is 6, and then that makes family. So there's a lot of things we can read into that. I could read into this stuff for days over and over again. And I don't even know that much about numerology. I took a couple classes from my friend, and then I just went from there. And then I took what I needed from it, and I went on my way. So that's what's going on. So I hope you guys are out there at least learning stuff. I notice a lot of people are giving oh my God, 5, my number. See, then that's the way it's supposed to happen, honey. See, you can't make this stuff up. So everything happens for a reason, and everything, maybe you don't recognize what it is exactly when it's happening, but just know that everything does happen for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything is happening just the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be recognizing that coincidence and go, actually, this is more in sync than it is a coincidence, right? Because everything happens for a reason. We don't always know what it is, but we always figure it out one way or another. So I hope you guys are having fun while you're spending it at home with your families. I hope you're getting outside, riding your bike, or doing exercise, doing yoga. Maybe you're meditating, maybe you're writing, maybe you're journaling. There's a lot of things that are going on. Goldylocks, in sync. Isn't that a boy band? Yes, yes, it is. You made me laugh. I don't even know those guys, but you're right, they are. I'm pretty sure they are, which is funny. Yeah, I don't know. I'm too old for some of that stuff, you know, or I act too old. And here's the thing. I never paid attention to who was who in Hollywood or whose name. I was like never enthralled with all that. I was just like, yeah, they're a person just like me. They have a job. They're doing their job. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I see everyone on the same page, right? Because even that one time that I ran into Stephen King down here at the local Walmart, I knew it was him. I didn't walk up to him. I was like, just like, hey, to my friend, I'm like, hey, that's That's Stephen King, and then we carried on. You know what I mean? So I was just like, hey, but anyways, it's all good. You never know who you're going to run into, when you're going to run into them, whatever's happening. But anyways, there's a lot of free things going on online. So I know there's a lot of people teaching free yoga, and I know there's a lot of sound bowl things going on. I saw a lot of different things of free things going on that you can get into. If you're sitting at home and want to try something new, try Googling what's going on in your around. It doesn't even matter if it's in your town anymore. It can be anywhere because it's all digital now. It's all right here in front of us. Like, here we go. So you guys, and do artwork, create joy, read, write. What else do they want you guys to do? Think good thoughts. Let go of the old crap still that you do not need, because we are ascending, right? Ascending out of our old bodies into our new bodies. We're really not leaving our bodies. They just say that. And they're bringing up the energy so that we can do that. You see that? So it's like we are ascending and our bodies are ascending with us, and we're letting go of all that old stuff. So no matter if it happened with your mother, your father, your grandfather, your husband, your wife, your mother, your grandmother, the police, whatever it is, let it go. Whatever it is in your brains, let it go and be free, right? I want to share this about being free, right? I had this other friend who's had this friend who's pretty much a leech. Well, maybe not so much a leech, but definitely an energy vampire on many levels, right? And it was very hard for my friend to let go of her friend. That was the energy vampire, because she felt like she could help her, like she needed to help her. But she finally got to that point where she was taken from so much that she finally said, I can't do this anymore. And it makes you stand on your own 2 feet, and you're like, I'm not going to listen to this crap anymore. I'm not going to have this in my life anymore, because it does not bring me joy. So get rid of things that no longer bring you joy, even though it seems hard or you feel like you need to be helpful in some way. You need to help yourself first, right? The analogy of the oxygen coming out and, out of the plane. You give it to yourself first, give the other one to somebody else, but you have to hold on to yours, or you cannot take care of anyone else because you are not taking care of you. So again, with not taking care of you, they want you to do some self-care this week. They want you to do some things that are going to take care of you. What else do they want you to do? They want you to have fun. So even if you're sitting at home, find things to laugh about. And also spring cleaning. Get rid of the spring cleaning stuff, right? Get all that stuff out of the way. We got another 30 days of hanging out at home. We got more time to get rid of stuff. Maybe, towards the end of this, we can have a yard sale. People can buy our old stuff, start designating a corner or something, or sell the stuff on Facebook if you don't mind getting in, still in contact with people, whatever that may be. But I say let's raise our vibration and let's raise this earth. Let's raise it to the vibration that we all want to live at, one that is going to bring us joy and happiness and not make us feel like we have to work 3 jobs just to get by. We want things to be easier for us now. We want things to be happier for us now. We want to be able to enjoy time with our family and still go to work. I still want to get out of the house and do work sometimes. I kind of miss that a little bit, even though I'm enjoying my time at home. Don't get me wrong. I'm still enjoying that too. But, it's about creating that joy. Let's raise that vibration together, people. We are in this together. Bing, 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 as the energy pops around and bounces on us. We are raising that vibration. We are raising Mother Earth's energy. We are all ascending together. We are all going to make it through this. We are, with no fear, and believe in the positive outcomes that you are creating for yourself, because it's very important that you create these in your mind. You are the master creator. Remember at the beginning of 2020, and I said 2020 is about clarity. The clarity is about what you're creating for yourself, not what's going on around you. It's the clarity about what you're creating for yourself. That is what's most important in this very moment. So you guys create, and you guys have a most fabulous week. Would you like to say goodbye? Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. Anyways, you guys have a fabulous week. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you next Wednesday. And I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Everything's going to get better. I promise. Well, I don't really promise that, but they do, because everything will get better. Always. Love you. See you next week.